live painting with RAEART. As you can see, I'm in Johnny Depp mode. What's the movie? Alice in Wonderland. Maybe you get that, maybe you don't. Show my face, man. So guys, there's gonna be some nudity involved here, so if you're not cool with that, go to that video. So I don't know what the rules are for nudity on YouTube, so I'm gonna keep it as abstract as possible. Are you crazy, man? There's gonna be many bats in that game. So how do you feel about painting a nude? It's gonna be abstract, bizarre, and fun, exciting, electric, and rewarding. Let's go. So guys, quick tip before we get started. Make sure that your canvas is secured down. I'm using a tripod that has a clamp type device, so it holds your canvas nice and steady. That way when you're painting edges, you're not slipping off. Good tip. Okay, let's get started. So I'm using a nice big fine point marker, and I'm going to do my outlines with that, and we're going to go from there. So let's slap it down. We're going to turn this into an abstract cubist style painting, you know, like Mr. Picasso did. I was a huge fan, still am. The man's great, no one can do it like he can. So anyway, we're going to slap down some legs. See it kind of forming there. We got some crazy legs, some nice fun titty. Look at that abstraction going crazy. So anyway, this is gonna be a sexy style painting, okay? Hope that you guys are okay with that. It just kind of happened by accident, and we go with accidents here at the RAEART studio. That's how we make this magic happen. All right, let's keep going. You guys see the face on there? Very Picasso-esque. All I did for this face, quick little half circle, two little zibs, and then one line which continues the nose to the lips and down to the chin. This line here becomes a hairline. Take that down. You see how I did that? So this line, took it across, and back, and another half to make her head shape. If you ever screw up or anything, it's good just to turn it into a positive by rethinking that shape or pattern that you made. Let's put a collar on this dude. He's the coolest guy in town. So before I get too fancy on here with the line work, we're gonna break out those paints. So I got a nice assortment here of acrylics. I use Liquitex soft body acrylic paint. So let's choose an assortment of erotic colors. We got some nice red, some luscious cadmium red medium hue, sexy light green permanent, horny cadmium orange hue, some skin colored light portrait pink, and a whole other assortment. So I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze just a little bit of each color onto my palette, like so. Dab your paintbrush like this in the water. Rub it off once. Dab it both sides a few times back and forth on a piece of paper towel. Now choose a color. Best thing to start with, let's go with the light yellow. Alright guys, let's start slapping it down. Just gotta put it anywhere. Go all over the canvas. Don't just stay in one spot. Try to keep your colors balanced throughout the process, and that'll help you in the long run with composition. So I'm just kind of using the edge of the brush, like so. That's how I get my thinner lines. Or if you want to cover a fatter area, use the whole brush. This brush I'm using is just a standard 1.5 inch bristle size. It's good for watercolor, oil paints, and acrylic paints. They come in an assortment. They're very cheap, probably around $4 or $5, and they work great. Oh, we gotta paint our bananas. So now I'm dipping into my water. Brush it off a few dabs on the paper towel, and I'm gonna dip into my flesh tone color. So we got a flesh tone color on here, and we're gonna put that just wherever. Alright, I'm going to be using this darker blue color as the background to make these subjects stand out even more. That gives the illusion that she's a pregnant woman now. They're going through the whole process of doubt, and worry, and sadness, the whole steal that you feel when you're under the love spell. And that could be the apple of the blossom. I'm going to switch brushes now and going on to my Winsor & Newton Series 237, number 9. It's one of my favorite brushes. The brush I use for almost every single painting I do. It's the ones with the red handles and the white bristles. You can find it at any art store. I highly recommend this brush. And it's a flat tip. It's not the rounded kind of tip. So that way you get a nice line when you're going this way. Or you can use it to spread a large amount of paint this way. Or it's nice as a line brush. Alright, let's get started and go for it. Oh, well, we just keep working on this. I'm gonna run a time lapse on this, and we're gonna move it ahead. You get the idea from what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and roll that time lapse.